The ARK players. They're the people that populate ARK. Without them, there's no game, in at least PvP, all banding together to create some form of tribe, with a guarantee that they're going to fall into one of the following categories. You're right kids, it's Raasclark. And if you are one of these player types, hit that like button, drop me a sub, share around, because I guarantee you'll at least know one of these player types. Let's get into it. So in at number 1, it's no surprise, the Beach Bob. You know them, you love them, they spawn on the beaches and they stay on the beaches, building all of those thatch huts that are littering the sands and will likely be raided on day 1, with them full of blackberries that have knocked them out and they don't understand why. Usually not taming more than a dodo, but don't understand why they've been raided, and have certainly got a long way to learn. In at number 2, the toxic kid. You've all got one of them, that loose cannon who's in the tribe and he's only there to create havoc, to create chaos, because at any moment's notice, if he sees anything remotely moving, he'll kill it on sight, whether it be a Bob or an Alpha tribe member. You'll usually find these kids lurking at obelisks, waiting to pounce at a moment's notice when you're ready and set to do a boss run or just simply transfer off the server. You'll wanna hope nobody's reading global chat, because this kid will fill it with profanity, speaking in tongues, and more than likely probably going to start a war just by running their mouth. So make sure you've got a decent base before you recruit this loose cannon. Number 3, the OCD Builder. You've all got them, the guy who takes days to build anything, because they're too busy sinking foundations and lining everything up to be perfectly perpendicular and straight. But God forbid you put any catwalks up, because he will have a hissy fit and dare you throw the wrong mats in the wrong vaults, because you won't hear the end of it. In at number 4, the trolling troll, existing only to be a nose for your tribe, because the only time they'll be logging on is when you're all fast asleep, and they'll make sure to bear trap everywhere in your base. You'll wonder why you're being pulled around by an invisible force field, but it's not an invisible force field, it's your troll with his grapples, tugging you around like a bizarre fishing rod. Make sure to hide those scissors, as you're likely to wake up with a new throw, and they are the first to capture any enemies, put them in handcuffs, and lock them away till the end of time. In at number 5, the PvEer. Why are they a PvEer? Because they will tame any dino at any level just because it's got a cool new colour. You're likely to log into a multicoloured dream house, painted by them truly, and they are certainly the most likely to give up and quit. Number 6, the Baby Killer. It's the dude who spends all day killing baby dinos to get the ultimate perfect stat, because that's their sole purpose, to mutate and guarantee the best dinos on the server. And they are definitely a PvE's worst nightmare, because all of those cool colour mutations are usually in some poor stat like torpor, and they will kill that thing without a moment's notice. But they normally do have an advantage. If you find one logged out, check the body, and you might find them slot capped in raw meat. Number 7, the story nerd, the lore lord, who's that far engrossed into the story and will make it their prime objective to farm towards and encourage all of the tribe mates to beat every boss in chronological order, grinding away for days to get those apex items, and will constantly bore you to death with their stories of Helena's journey and drive you sick with their marvelling at all the cinematics. Number 8, the pretend army dude. This is the guy who believes he's an incarnation of Solid Snake, an army general who will do a load of sneaky recon work on future raids, creating battle plans with contingencies to those battle plans and contingencies to those battle plans, to make sure the perfect raid is executed in style. He's most likely to be the Darren Brown of your team, playing mind games against all of the tribes on the server, in some attempt to gain some allied advantages. In at number 9, the FML Grinder. You all need them, they're the ones that go out day in, day out, picking away at that metal, chopping up those trees to make an infinite amount of bullets. But if I were you, I'd steer well clear and leave them to it, as they're the most likely to hate their life. And finally, in at number 10, the popcorn machine, the popcorn maker. He loves a bit of popcorn because at the first sign of trouble, it's all over. There's no turning back now, but nobody's getting the loot. The Ark gods are getting the loot, graced by your popcorn machine maker as he tosses everything out of your vaults one by one until it's all gone. And there we go, kids, that wraps up the types of players that I've seen throughout the years of playing Ark. If you think I've hit the nail on the head on you being one of these players, don't forget to hit that like button. Did I miss any? Drop a comment below, let me know. My name's Raasclark, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and as always, peace out.